Hello, seventh grade. Mrs. Marshall here. I just wanted to do a quick recording for you and just welcome you to my class. This is the first day of school. It is September 9th, and I am so glad to see you. I hope that you are seeing my presentation, my Google Slides presentation on the screen. So if for some reason were not able to be in a Zoom with us today, or if in the future you're not able to be in a Zoom, I will do a quick recording for you and go through the class and the assignments in a shorter, more condensed way for you to help you to support your learning. Just so you know, the expectation at Marcus Whitman is that you're in your Zoom meetings and participating with us in group work and discussions and things like that, but we know that life happens and sometimes people get sick and sometimes you miss meetings. So here we are, first day. So if you have Mrs. Marshall for English Language Arts and Social Studies or just English Language Arts, you are in the right place. All right, so welcome to seventh grade. I am so glad to see you. Today is September 9th, 2020. And your first entry task is to answer the following question. If you are not in the live class, what I would like you to do is send me a message in your Google Classroom answering this question. And the question is, if money was no object, what would you do all day? So after this, you can pause the video and you can go ahead and get on your Google Classroom and answer that question. And that is how we take attendance for this class period today. So when I get that message in Google Classroom, I'll be able to mark you present for attendance. Okay, so next step is a scavenger hunt that is going to take maybe 5-10 minutes, just really fun. So if you click on this link, it's going to take you to a really quick document that goes through the scavenger hunt. And I will post this presentation and the scavenger hunt on Google Classroom so that you are able to do that. So you'll see that it'll say ready, set, and sorry, I had a little interruption there. And then you can just click through the presentation and find those things. And you're welcome again to either send me a picture in my email of these items, which would be the best, or you can also submit a photo in your Google Classroom as part of this assignment. All right, so heading back. All right, so in our groups today in breakout rooms, we are going to talk about our classroom agreements. And our classroom agreements are basically the way that we're going to treat each other in class. So what I would like you to do for your class period is click on the Google document and go and describe for each of the 6 classroom agreements what it looks like, feels like, and sounds like, okay? Because I want to know that you know what it might look like to be working at learning, or what it might look like to be respecting yourself and the rights of others to learn, okay? So I'm just going to click on this document so you can see what our classroom agreements are. So here we go. For Mrs. Marshall's class, our classroom agreements are, number 1, be on time. That means for your Zoom meeting that you're here, ready to go, maybe a couple minutes before, waiting for me to let you in from the waiting room. You have your supplies, maybe you have a glass of water, welcome to have a snack while you're here. And just being prepared to participate and be a part of our classroom community. And so leading into come prepared to learn, that's things like coming with a good attitude, coming with patience, knowing that sometimes technology can be frustrating and that we're all learning, and also making sure that you're getting good rest at night. Or did you eat breakfast? Any of those things. Respecting the rights of yourself and others to learn. Just remember that we all learn in different ways, me included. And so I think that creating a space in our classroom for people to ask questions and to be okay with not knowing and making mistakes is a really beautiful thing that we can do for our classmates. Okay, working at learning. Working at learning means that you are persevering, that you are doing not just the minimum expectation of an assignment, but you are making that assignment your own. You are giving your 100% for that assignment and trying your best. Number 5 is ask questions. Please don't hesitate to ask questions. If you don't feel comfortable asking me questions in a Zoom meeting, totally cool. Send me a message again in Google Classroom, send me an email. You can always get a hold of me, and I'm here for you to answer questions as much as I can or as best that I can. And so I look forward to that. So my favorite classroom agreement is having fun. I like to have fun in everything that I do. I just choose to be joyful and just have fun in those things. And so even if it's something that maybe isn't my favorite thing, I think we can find ways to have fun, play a game, do things that are outside the box, learn about the world around us, all those things. So please just look at this time that we have together as a time that we can not only grow our brains and grow our knowledge, but also, have some fun and enjoy each other. Okay, I'm just going to go back to my next one. Okay, so also in your Google Classroom, you have a copy of Mrs. Marshall's syllabus. It is your job to read through that syllabus and your job to make sure that your parents read through that syllabus. And just if you have any questions or any clarification, we'll talk about it on Tuesday, or I'm sorry, on Thursday. So on the next class period. So just make sure that you are prepared if you have any information, or I'm sorry, any questions, to ask those questions, or you can always, again, email me or ask me in Google Classroom. Okay. All right. So your job for tonight for your first assignment is to create a learning space. I'm actually sitting at my learning space, and there is a link on our Trailblazer Tube channel, and also will be in tomorrow's presentation that shows kind of the process that I went through to try to create my space and setting up, and had to troubleshoot a couple of things with using two screens. So this is your time. So a learning space does not have to be a desk of your own. A learning space can be a nice spot at your kitchen table. A learning space can be a spot at your kitchen counter. A learning space can be, somewhere in your bedroom if you have a table in your bedroom. It can be, in the living room if you have like a tray table, something like that. So it's important that your learning space be a place that you can have like peace and quiet if you need that. That you have, all of the things that you need, your Google Chromebook or your computer, you have your pencils, pens, supplies, books, all of those maybe things that you got from school when you did your pickup of supplies. And also a place where you can kind of have a quiet, peaceful place where you can feel connected to what we're doing, not be distracted by others, and just a place for you to learn your best. Okay? All right. So your exit is to message me. Your last thing for your lesson today is to message me and tell me two things that we talked about or discussed in class today. So meaning two things maybe that you messaged me about or learned about today. So it could be a classroom agreement that you liked and something from the syllabus. So that's just an example. I hope that this helps you if you miss our Zoom meeting, and I look forward to getting to know you and seeing you in person. Have a great day.